great people of Ghana is a Nigerian God pleasure bringing you political news in our channel, Ghanatube. Ghana losing huge potential by inadequate women representation in politics coming from Swiss convoy. The Swiss ambassador to Ghana, Rànked, has urged greater inclusion of women in Ghana's political landscape, warning that the country is missing out on crucial leadership potential by sidelining half of the population. Speaking to the Ghanaian Time in an exclusive interview on Monday, June 2nd, 2025, Jiga emphasized the importance of gender-balanced leadership in shaping Ghana's future. Already, our vice president is a woman, which we actually commend the president of the nation for picking Professor Jane Nana Opoko. But the Swiss ambassador to Ghana has actually made her observation, coming out to say that the women are actually lacking in politics. Wow. Okay, let's look at it this way. Maybe she feels that the population is actually not the way it's supposed to be. Coming to say that the country is missing out on crucial leadership potentials by sidelining the half of its population. Coming out today as a half of population of Ghana is actually women, and they are being sidelined. Speaking in an interview, she has actually said that the importance of gender-balanced leadership in shaping Ghana's future should be actually looked into. It is impressive to see how many amazing women Ghana has everywhere, in academia, civil society, private sector, and the creative arts. A bit less in politics because politics is a tough terrain, she also observed. While praising Ghanaian societies generally progressing on women's participation in Ghana's in public affairs, Rànked pointed out that in certain squares, Ghana is doing better than Switzerland. That's a plus for Ghana, like with women in boardrooms, leading businesses, and state agencies. However, she underscored that political representation was actually critical, as it was within the political arena that key discussions shaping the country were actually made. And yes, we've actually seen from our Swiss ambassador that Ghana women are actually doing better in public offices, in the office, than the Switzerland women. And she actually congratulates the Ghana women in as much as she wants us to do better, wants us to do more, especially in politics. She actually wants Ghana women to actually be more in politics, in as much as they are doing so well. They are already leading in boardrooms, leading in businesses and state agencies. However, she underscored the political representation was equally critical, and it was within the political arena that the key discussions shaping the country were made. She expressed concern over the dismal numbers at the local government area, where women occupy less than 2% of about 6,000 positions. Drawing aspirations from Ghana's pair, Benin and Senegal, the ambassador noted that Benin had introduced a quota system for some women in parliament, while Senegal had entrenched gender parity in their constitution, achieving 27% and 47% female parliamentary representation, respectively. Ghana, by contrast, has only 14% women in the whole 276 seat parliament. The figures in Ghana are still far low, she remarked. To build a truly inclusive society, we must take more deliberate steps to encourage and support our women in politics. And it is actually an open check already that women should actually come into politics the more, not with the fear of anything. Yes, politics is actually a tough game, a game of people that has the mind. But we have women that actually have the mind to do this politics, and they are doing it already. According to what she said Ghana, by contrast, has only 14% women, and in the whole 276 seats in parliament, the figures in Ghana are still too small, according to her observations. To build a truly inclusive society, we must make more deliberate steps to encourage and support our women in politics. Women have a very distinct view on society, politics, and how things actually work. not tapping into the potential will be a huge loss in the country, she actually added. Gina commended the President John Mahama for appointing Professor Jane Nano Poko-Ajema as Ghana's first female vice president under the Fourth Republic, describing it as a milestone towards gender priorities. She welcomed the fact that Ghanaians were open to discussing gender issues, calling the attitude a huge step forward. She also lauded recent government initiatives as the distribution of sanitary pads to female school children, plans to boost women's economic participation through the Women Development Bank, and also the passage of the affirmative action, which is Gender Equality Bill. She also launched the government initiative, and however, she cautioned the implementation of is key, saying it is deliberate, efficient, and consistent effort that can bring structural changes and allow female participation to thrive. Jiga reaffirmed Switzerland's commitment to supporting the Ghanaian government and local partnership in advancing gender inclusion, based on the strong belief that unlocking Ghana's full potential means ensuring women are no longer left on the sidelines, but also active participants in shaping the country's future. This is already a core element of most of our sectoral programs with governments and other development partnerships. In our small way, the embassy also supports grassroots initiatives by local partners that emphasize girl-child education and skill training for women. As part of this comment, the Swiss embassy supports several gender-focused initiatives in Ghana, including Girl Up, a program encouraging girls to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM, helping to close the gender gap in these fields. And as we may have actually seen, that the ladies in school, the children are actually doing very well to make sure that they actually help conquer this gender equality and actually give Ghana a good name. Making sure even the STEM is helping them in mathematics, in science courses, technology courses, to actually equip them in a better career that will actually push them to a better future, and also make people understand that yes, Ghana is not just a one gender country, but an equal gender coming out. You can already see that we already have a vice president in the person of Jane Nana Opoko-Ajema, and others. She's actually a role model to so many other people trying out to vouch into politics. Please do that to like, comment, and follow. Put on your notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.